God's plan. God's plan.
What is going on YouTube? Hey, another session here with Joint Talk with Andrew. And today, we're going to talk about Father's Day and Father's Day weekend coming up. Congratulations to all the fathers out there. So, let's go ahead and start this conversation. How to be a father. How to be a good father. That's a good question. Well, I have no textbook answers. I have no professional opinions. But all I offer to my daughter is a father's love. Father's love, it comes in a big spectrum right there, guys. I love my daughter. I love her with all my heart. She is my heart and soul. She's 4 years old. She does good at dance. She just had her first recital last week. Such a spectacular little girl. Such a smart little girl. But man, she drives me insane. I don't want to, Daddy. Tantrums in stores. You guys see that I use cannabis to help with my stress. It helps dads with stress too. It's not a bad thing though. Don't take it negatively. I asked my daughter what she wanted to do. She said, "Daddy, I want to color." I said, "Okay." But I gave her the wrong crayons. And she threw a holy fit. Really? I just bought you the whole box of crayons, but I didn't give you the right crayon that you wanted. And you're going to complain over it. So I sat down and I told her, "Honey, I give you all of this. But if I give you the one thing that's wrong, you're going to complain about it? You're going to get mad at me? Because I couldn't give you the one thing that you wanted? And it hurts me. It hurts me. It hurts me. It digs deep. Because I didn't get her the right thing that she wanted. It hurts my heart. Because I failed her. I didn't live up to her expectations. Because it was one crayon. I said, things are going on in my mind. Excuse me. Whew. Still on that Skywalker OG from last night. Still good stuff. Still works. But me growing up in my life, I've been in church my entire life. If it tells you anything, I was born in December, and I was baby Jesus in the Christmas play the next week. So, if that tells you how long I've been in church, or had knowledge of Christ, that's how long it would have been. So yeah, everything I do, I always have God in my life. There's no if, ands, or doubt about it. That's another coping mechanism that I use. I use God. I use religion. I use it to my advantage. I use it to help me, give me confidence to come in here and talk to you guys about things like this. It's not easy. I didn't grow up with a good family structure. I didn't grow up, with that father figure. But you know what? Mothers could be fathers. I had one of the best moms. Hands down. She wasn't perfect every time. Who is? But she was the best mother she could be at every given time. She was there for me and my siblings. Shout out, Mom. I love you. Moms on Father's Days, they count too. They do. Stepfathers, I have a hell of a stepdad. 2 stepdads. I have 2 stepdads that have been amazing. My grandfathers, fathers of fathers, fathers of friends. They have been fathers to me my entire life. Wrestling coaches. Coaches, teachers. In the military, I had mentors all through the military. The good ones. Very good ones. Very good ones. And they sat me down and they told me never to give up. Keep pushing. Keep putting the hard work that you can do. So I did. And I'm putting it out here, and I'm putting myself to you guys as real as I can be. So, with that being said, all fathers matter. You can be a deadbeat dad. You still matter. I didn't meet my dad till I was 18 years old. Sad story. Another sad story. Boo-hoo. Poor Andrew. No, I tell my stories to help you guys. That way you understand that you're not the only ones out there. And I'm not the only ones out there. We can all do this together. So, I was 18 years old and met my father. He didn't know who I was. I met him at a bar. And he didn't know me from another dude down the street. He walks in with a bunch of his buddies. So at the bar that I'm at, I'm 18. I'm not drinking. My friend's dad owns the bar, and I get out of high school a little bit early, so I went down there to shoot some pool with him till my friends got off school. That's what we did. But he walks in that bar, goes up to the bartender, my buddy's dad, and says, "Hey, is that your son?" And the bartender knows my dad. He knows my dad from a long time. We went to high school together. They've known each other forever. He looked him square in the eyes and said, "No, dumbass. That's yours." The look on his face the day he met me. It'll change a person. It sucks. Because I knew who he was. He didn't know who I was. As sad as that was. He knows me now. I've forgiven him for not being there. I don't talk to him often. But I love him. I have sisters by him. I have family by him, so. I'll never speak ill will towards anybody. I will tell the story. But forgiveness has always came first. I forgive. I will not hold a grudge. I mean, I like you for a little bit. I'll never hold a grudge. So, guys, I don't know how you feel about this, but I feel strongly. Like I said, I put Christ first in everything. And I studied it. I looked at this before I even got on here. And I want to talk to you about fathers and Father's Day. And just let me read you this. It's a little bit easier if I just read it off to you. That way you guys out there can hear it. I said it, and I feel good. So this comes from 1 Corinthians 4:13. Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is proud. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. My anger problems? Ridiculous. I have to work on that. It is not easily angered. It keeps no records of wrongdoing. Love keeps no records of wrongdoings. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices within truth. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth about everything. I come open to you guys because I believe in you guys, and I believe in the veterans out there that have the depression, and being truthful and honest, and having depression and having anxiety and having the things of the world that the people don't always see and are not always there. Not everybody's like, boom, there it is, so it always protects, it always trusts, it always hopes, it always perseveres. Love never fails, but where there are prophecies, they will cease. Where there are tongues, they will be stilled. Where there is knowledge, it will pass away. For we know in part what prophecy in part, but when completeness comes, what is in part disappears. So you don't have it all together. You know, in your prophecy, I'm having I'm trying to really put this part together, and that's where I love to read and learn stuff. So help me out with this, guys. I mean, where do you see it? I mean, I see, for we know in part, we prophecy in part. Okay, so if we don't know the whole thing, we can't share the whole thing, right? So if we know in part, we can't share prophecy to share. We cannot share. We will share in part. But when completeness comes, completeness, yeah, I'm understanding it now. But when completeness comes, when you're complete, you know Christ, when you are able to actually tell people about you and about your experiences and about who you are as a person, and you can come out there and you can just talk to people like I am to you today. But when completeness comes, what is in part disappears. You'll be able to fully talk to people about those kinds of things. I'll be able to come up here. I don't know everything, but I try. I try. When I was a child, I talked like a child. I thought like a child. I reasoned like a child. But when I became a man, I put away the ways of childhood behind me. I still have a lot of childish ways behind me, guys. When do we ever grow up? Men out there, how hard is it to grow up, to give up our things? You know, maybe we have a special hobby or something that we just can't give it up, that hobby, to go spend a little extra time with the kids. You're on your phone a little bit too long. I get it. I make mistakes too. Every day. Self-reflection. It really hits you right here in the fillers. For now, as I see only a reflection in a mirror, then we shall see a face to face. Look at yourself. Who are you? Now I know in part when I shall not know fully, as I am fully known. And now these three remain: faith, hope, and love, but the greatest is love. Love is all, guys. I love you guys. I'm sorry that I stutter, I stumble on here reading this to you, but it touches me. And I think that, cannabis can help people with mental problems, with addictions, things like that. It can help people. It really can. But to be a father and smoke cannabis and know how it calms me. And then come to you guys and explain it all. It's a tough subject. It really is. It's just like one of the hardest subjects to come across is being able to talk about God. And yeah, I still smoke cannabis. I do, because it calms me. It puts me in the frame of mind that I can speak, that I can be able to. It calms my words, it calms my tongue, calms my mind, and I am able to flow what I can to you guys. So if you want to see more of these videos and follow me through my Veterans Against Opioid Addiction and you know, their mental health and depression. And I want to help these guys. I want to help guys kind of like me, you know? I'm not all right there in the head all the time. You know, I mess up. I make mistakes. I've made a lot of mistakes in my life, and I'm not ashamed to admit them. But who am I? Who am I? I'm here to help you guys. So if you have problems, who am I not to talk to? I've had open ears my entire life. I have big ears. Dude, I got made fun of these things as a kid. Holy crap. That was ridiculous. Yeah, that was my entire life growing up. That was fun. But you know what? I have my listen. I've learned to listen. So, well, guys, actually, you know what? Clear the air real quick. Spray a little dust. I want to meet somebody. The reason. Put this stuff away real quick. I don't like her seeing all of it. No, that's cool. She doesn't come in the office. She knows what it is, but we don't really discuss. Well, I try to not hide her from it, but I try to teach her about it and teach her how she has to be older. This is not a kid thing. It's not for kids. Not for kids like to have fun and for recreational use, but for medicinal. I absolutely believe in it. Medicinal knows no age. Recreational 21. Okay. Make sure I put that out there. Medicinal knows no age. But yeah. Yeah, so let's go get her.
I'm a little scared.
You're scared? Say hi, guys. Say hi, YouTube.
Hey, YouTube.
All right, baby. What do you want to go do?
I want to go do a tea party.
You're going to do a tea party? All right, awesome. Daddy, I'll see you in 90 minutes, okay? Go set that for me, okay? I love you. Shut the door behind you.
Bye!
Yeah, guys. So, I'm as real as it is. The real deal. So, like, share, comment on the videos. Love y'all.
Story shit was different with me. God's plan. God's plan.